So in our last video, we talked about the difference between total utility, and marginal utility per dollar using the Insanity ride at the Stratosphere Casino in Las Vegas. So why marginal utility per dollar is important when we're talking about consumers making decisions is we use this to maximize our total utility in the face of a budget. So let's say we're still at the casino, the hotel, and I can either ride the rides or they have shows there. They have impersonations or impression shows of celebrities. And let's say they have a Michael Jackson impersonator who's spectacular, and you're a big Michael Jackson fan, and tickets for that are $100. Tickets for the ride are $25. So how do you make that decision? Well, it comes down to this idea of value. How much bang are you getting for your buck? We already went over the numbers for the Insanity ride. Total utility of $2,000, $3,000, and $3,500 with each, with 3 rides. For the shows, your total utility is $10,000, $15,000, and $18,000. So your marginal utility would be $10,000, $5,000, $3,000. Now the show's more expensive, $100 versus $25. But once we break it down to marginal utility per dollar, then we can compare the two. So 10,000 divided by 100 is 100. 5,000 divided by 100 is 50, and 3,000 divided by 100 is 30. As we did on the previous video, 2,000 divided by 25 is 80, 1,000 divided by 25 is 40, 500 divided by 25 is 20. Now let's say you have a budget of $250. In the face of a budget, you make the decision that's going to give you your biggest bang for your buck. So your first decision is, do you spend where it's $100 utils per dollar or 80 utils per dollar? You go here. So you go to your show and you subtract $100. So I subtract 100, that equals 150. Now, what do? I can go to the ride for 80 utils per dollar, or I can go to the show 50 utils per dollar. 80 is greater than 50, so I'm going to go 80 utils per dollar. Subtract 25, I'm going to run out of room here, equals 125, and just drop down. And now, my second show gives me 50 utils per dollar. The second ride gives me 40 utils per dollar. 50 is greater than 40. Minus 100, I'm down to $25, and wouldn't you know, the math works out. I go here, 2 shows, minus 25 by 0, and 2 rides. And there's no way my total utility here would be 15,000 plus 3,000, that's 18,000. And there was no way for the $250 for me to get more than $18,000. This is a simplified version, but this is what all the problems are asking you to do. Find the marginal utility per dollar, and then you select the highest marginal utility per dollar until you're out of money.